Welcome, everyone, for the Week 12 recap. For those who don't know me, I'm your host, Costa Villano, a.k.a. Little Villano, a.k.a. Seba's little brother, however you want to say it. You can tell I dressed for the occasion. Tie's not the best. Just watched a video how to tie a tie. Give me a break. Not the best, but first time. Didn't want to take too long on it. Got the little turkey hat. Getting ready for Thanksgiving. And let's have a great recap, shall we? Let's get into the first matchup. When in Rome versus Your Lad Gives Me a Chub, or Mark versus me. So, just to start off, Thursday night, probably could have tell I was already going to do the recap. Josh Allen had 8 points against the Texans. Don't want to talk too much about it, but my highest score was my defense. As a Browns fan, kind of makes me somewhat happy that my two highest scores were Browns players / defense, but not too happy when my defense is the highest scoring, because that just shouldn't happen with only 17. Mark, he didn't have two great scorers either. Stafford had a good game, Gainwell had a good game, which I was going to pick him up in waivers, and I didn't. So that's my fault. Bench Brock Purdy, who ended with 20, but besides that, a pretty even matchup that I lost because Jordan Addison, a.k.a. 9, I should say, of J.J. McCarthy, didn't know he was on the team, clearly. And just some other really bad performers. So that's what makes me the biggest loser of this week. Now let's get into the second matchup of the week. Got a fair Baron and it hurts versus Monty McBride. Baz Dam versus Connor Niddle. Hope I didn't pronounce that wrong. Stay with me if I did. Got a fair Baron, won by 23 points. Not really a close game. We see Jalen Hurts somehow with 30 points, even though they choked against the Cowboys. Eagles fans, I'm sorry. I know I'm a Browns fan, but still, going to have a little fun with that. Rashee Rice, good week. Travis Etienne. And then we see on Connor's team, nothing really too well. Emmanuel Wilson, just picked him up off waivers. He had 26. That was really good. Jameson Williams, another one who had 0. I'm pretty sure he played, probably the same boat as Jordan Addison. On the bench, he benched Dak. Wouldn't have won him the game, but would have helped him get closer. Hope Connor's not a Eagles fan, which I think he is, so that's probably why he benched Dak. And nothing else really to talk about in this matchup. Pretty self-explanatory, easy win, and he will move. He is 20-4. And Connor is 14-10. Into our third matchup now. Shamil's Smart Team versus Big Justice. This one, another one, not really close. Big Justice won by 30 points without even having a quarterback because Aaron Rodgers, I don't know if he got hurt in that game or he got hurt in the game before, but he didn't even have a single point, and Shamil somehow still lost. Amon-Ra had 30 points. For Big Justice, we see Chris McCaffrey had 27. Kareem Hunt had 20. 2025, Kareem Hunt still has 20 points. But no one really too great for Big Justice. More just consistency across the board. 10, 10, 16, 10, 16, 8, 20, 30. So that's really what carried him over Shamil. Shamil had Swift 1.9, Kamara 3.5, Jake Elliott, Wash Kicker with 2. So besides that, pretty easy win for Big Justice. Now, matchup 4. Your Tets gives me a Chub. Kind of close to mine, Travis, but we'll let it slide. How about now, Benson? And this matchup was really just dominated by one single player. And no, I'm not talking about by Travis. I'm talking about by Jahmyr Gibbs, who had 55 points. He's Eagles defense, 0 points. Why? Because they suck. And the other team, Noah Fant had 1.9. Pretty even scoring, but he just couldn't beat Jahmyr Gibbs. That's all he needed. That's all Travis needed. Lamar fell off. Ricky Pearsall had 2.8. His kicker was his second highest score, besides Jahmyr Gibbs, of course. And on the benches, I'm not seeing anyone that should have played. He could have played the Niners defense, but it didn't really matter because he still won. Travis still won anyway. But without Jahmyr Gibbs, Travis, you would be nowhere. So You should probably like DM him, tell him that he won your fantasy matchup. That's what I would do, but I'm not going to tell you what to do here. So, easy win for Travis there. Now, what I like to call the matchup of the week. A.I. Smith Your Pitts versus Drake from London, a.k.a. my brother, versus Joe. It wasn't too much of a close game, but the matchup, the points were just getting put up. We see Seba had JSN 37, Genty 24, Drake May had 16, which is kind of a low game for him, but still pretty consistent. Michael Wilson 21. Then Joe, he had 23 from Devontae, 21 from James Cook, 30 from Pickens. And then besides that, 4 points, 4 points, 6 points, 4 points. He just needed that little bit more of consistency. He could have played Jacoby Myers. He benched him, had 15 points. Bam Knight had 13. That would have helped him a little bit. But besides that, it was a pretty good matchup between the two. And Seba just pulled through with a much-needed win and 2 wins. Now, for the final matchup of this recap, and hopefully I will never have to see you guys in this way again, as in doing this recap. Rick and Morty time versus Von Don's Spirited Team. Mateo pulled through here with a nice win. He had some of his best scores. Derrick Henry with 22, Wan'Dale Robinson with 30, Packers defense with 18, kicker with 12. You know, what I love about this team so much is the fact that he is Jerry Jeudy. Even though he had 2.9, and you probably shouldn't have him, Jerry Jeudy, Browns legend, not the best, but love to see it. Von Don's team, on the other hand, Isaiah Pacheco had 0 points. A.J. Brown had 25, Hunter Henry had 24.5, but there was just nothing here. He clearly forgot to get rid of Cameron Dicker, so he lost in his own way. Probably should have checked his team. Don't know if Pacheco was already injured before this game, but Cameron Dicker was on a bye. So this is just really poor management here, and he deserves the fines that come with it. Because if he looked at his team, could have got a new kicker. You never know, could have got you 20 points right there. Pacheco could have got you some more. He benched Shakir, benched DJ Moore, which not saying he would have played them if he saw, but that would have got him some points anyway. But mainly, terrible managing from Von Don here. And hey, I'm not coming at you. I'm just saying, let's keep some integrity to the game. Someone's on a bye, you got to change that. But in the end, if you want to do the punishment, you can. So thank you all, and I hope to never see you guys doing a recap ever again. Thank you.